Now the trick is, where do we go from here? Let me get the Discord stream real quick. 15 bookmap streaming, boom. And you should be able to see the bookmap right now. So, yeah, oil just had a major move. Some little bit of news on oil. Looks like a unexpected data point came out, and boom, the oil dropped. One of the biggest moves I've seen in a long time on CL, down to 74, to bring it right back inside the range from all the way back to early December. So, yeah, at this point, the market's up 0.7%, and it just gave back about 50 points on NASDAQ here after a squeeze. So what we're doing here is kind of watching the order flow. Now, up until this point, I've been pretty bullish since this morning. We still have 3 hours left in the session, and we want to watch how the order flow is going to adjust. Because overall, we need to figure out, have we finally entered distribution, or are we still just gathering inventory to launch to 5,200? Yesterday was a clear sign of some selling action. Today, we bought up about half of it. So we're still, well, more than that, actually. We went about 75% there to 420. Any close over 485 today, then I'm going to go ahead and swing long into 5,000. Below that, the sellers are still overall macro in control, even if today they're buying and wicking everything. Now here's a big red sell-off here on NASDAQ. ES is coming down 49.05 here as well. NASDAQ cleared out all upper liquidity to 412. And ES still has 4,900 liquidity, and they've added 48.92 on. Looks like a pretty dang good exit on my calls. Holding POC here too. Let me make sure I've got my YouTube shaking and baking, baby. Shaking and baking. $49.05 down to $48.95. Back down to POC. That was a 15-point drop on ES. NASDAQ is blasting. We have a lot of volatility today. The VIX is holding 1413, being down 1.46%. And the afternoon session will be very important. Beautiful. Let's see what oil can do, man. Oil's back down to the 74 range. Large red candle. Coming off. 17,345. Rug pull. A lot of liquidity flow there, man. That was already, we're down 70 points on NASDAQ. I'm not trading it because I just got out of a long position, a pretty healthy long position. But we'll see what happens here. Obviously, there's some pull down at 48.95. We've already squeezed, so it checks that box. From there, I got to form a new thesis for the rest of the sesh. 17,342. Back to the POC on NASDAQ. And right back inside the range since 3:30 in the morning. Right there. Beautiful. $17,339. Selling off the 340, dropping back off. NASDAQ still has, or ES has this 4,900 down to 48.95 liquidity. They just put this cat on there. Now 4,900's already been on in a very big way. They absorbed a piece of it back on, let's see, when was that? About 20, 30 minutes ago. Exactly what time. You see them come down and they absorbed a little bit of it there at 12:30. Put it back on after this little breach. Now they've got this, and then back on at 48.93. Yeah, NASDAQ is no joke today. No joke. A little bit of red here. $49.01. Watch this absorption here. So what I'm looking for as they glue to this is a large red absorb, pop through this thing, transact a little bit of the auction, and then we'll test this 48.95. Beautiful, beautiful move. 300% trading morning session. Nice side gig. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Love it. We had our coffee and chart this morning, man, and I was very, very vocal about the onslaught of bearish sentiment, and I tried to do my best to tell y'all that this thing is holding bottom wicking central. It's all about, one, watching the charts in volume and price action, and two, the positioning of the market knows that people pile into shorts when we have a day like yesterday. I've done it before too. 5 weeks ago or so, I shorted a hole and got bit. But the market loves to take those positions and farm premium, and we blast. Almost 1% green day before this little sell-off here. Down to 48.99 and 48.95 coming down. A little bounce of Rooney off morning high. Oh yeah, that's what I was playing. That's what I was playing right there. Let's see what we can do here. 4,900. If they absorb 4,900, we could test this 48.95 liquidity right here. 10,000 CVD. 49.01. First transaction of this liquidity, you get a bottom wick off of it. That's as expected. Once we fill liquidity, we usually have some sort of auction off of it. How far we go, though, is what we don't know. Do I scale into positions at all? That's my biggest weakness, math. That's something I'm trying to get better at, is when I catch a good, strong position to scale into the position. I'm good at dollar cost averaging on futures and stuff like that. I don't dollar cost average into options, not unless it's for long dated. I do dollar cost average into some futures trades when I'm playing micros. In fact, that's the reason why I play micros, because I'll put on 2, and then 2 more, then 2 more, then 2 more, etc. Until I reach about the equivalent of 10 or so micros. I'm going to have to sign off my bookmap YouTube and do it again.